Polygamy Part 18. As soon as Junior opened the calabash he picked from under Alice's bed, a thick black smoke burst out violently. It did not rise gently like incense, it exploded, tearing through the room, forcing its way out through the window and the door at the same time. Immediately, a strange wind followed. Not ordinary wind. This one howled like something alive. Doors banged. Roofs rattled. Trees bent as if greeting an unseen force. The wind swept through Egbejo village, cutting across compounds, markets, shrines, streams, straight into the forest, deeper and deeper, until it reached the lonely hut of Dam Dam. Dam Dam felt it before it arrived. The ground shook beneath his feet. His charms rattled. The fire in his shrine dimmed. He grabbed his staff and struck it on the ground. "Who is this?" he thundered. "Who dares walk into my space uninvited?" The wind roared around him, circling his hut. "I am Dam Dam," he shouted. "I have crossed 7 seas and 7 mountains. I have caged spirits young and old. No one challenges me and lives to tell the story." The wind answered with silence. Angrily, Dam Dam dipped his fingers into a white substance and flung it into the air. Suddenly, the smoke cleared. And there she stood. Mama Emma. The midwife Alice had killed. Her feet hovered above the ground. Her wrapper was torn. Her eyes burned with truth and grief. Dam Dam staggered back. At once, memory returned to him. Alice had told him about this woman. The day Alice came begging for charms to blind the eyes of Okuku, Dam Dam had seen it clearly, the spirit of the midwife following her like a shadow. He had warned her. "This woman's spirit is restless," he told Alice. "She will seek justice." Alice had panicked. She begged him to bind the spirit, to lock it inside a calabash so it would not disturb her or expose her evil. Dam Dam had agreed, for payment. But he warned her. "No one must ever see or touch this calabash. If it is opened, everything will turn against you." Alice obeyed, until tonight. Now Mama Emma laughed. A cold, echoing laugh. "You thought you could cage truth forever," she said. "You think ropes can hold justice." Dam Dam lifted his staff again. "I am only a messenger," he said firmly. "I was paid to lock you, and I did. I did not kill you. Return to where you came from." Mama Emma's face hardened. "You became my enemy the day you stopped me from speaking," she replied. "You blocked justice. And for that, your time has come." She pointed one finger at him. A thunderbolt ripped through the air. Dam Dam screamed and raised his staff, pointing it toward the lightning. The two powers collided, shaking the forest. Trees split. Fire flashed. They battled, spirit against spirit. Back in Egbejo village, the wind that burst from Alice's room forced the doors and windows wide open. Junior ran out immediately. Straight to the back of the house. There, he found Zita crying, screaming for help. Felicia lay on the ground, unconscious. The shock from the released spirit had struck her. Junior dropped to his knees beside her. "Mama Felicia," he cried. The night swallowed his voice. And far away in the forest, the battle continued. To be continued. Polygamy Part 19. Zita and Junior knelt behind the hut, screaming and shaking Felicia's body. "Mommy, wake up. Please wake up." Their cries cut through the night. Inside Chief Odom's room, Alice suddenly clutched her chest. A sharp pain struck her, and blood rushed out of her nose. She gasped and tried to shout, but immediately covered her mouth when Chief Odom stirred. "Alice," he asked, half asleep. "You shouted. What is the matter?" Alice wiped her face quickly and turned away. "Nothing," she replied. "Just a nightmare." Chief Odom sighed and lay back. But then the screams came again, louder, clearer. He sat up sharply. Is that not Junior and Zita's voice I am hearing? Alice answered too quickly. No. It's not them. I just checked on Junior not long ago. He was sleeping peacefully in my room. Chief Odom hesitated, but the screams grew desperate. He jumped up and rushed outside. Straight to the back of the hut. There, his words stopped. Felicia lay motionless on the ground. Junior and Zita clung to her, crying and shaking her. Chief Odom fell to his knees. No. Felicia, he whispered, lifting her head gently. It's not morning yet. Please stay with me. Neighbors began to gather, drawn by the cries. At the same time, Alice rushed back into her room. She froze. Her room was completely scattered. The floor was littered with broken items. And there, in the middle of the floor, lay the shattered calabash. Her knees weakened. I am finished, she whispered. This boy has killed me. Fear wrapped around her like fire. I must go back to Dam Dam, she muttered. Before it's too late. Without waiting, without caring that it was still dark, Alice sneaked out through the back door, unnoticed, and began her long journey into the forest. Back at the compound, Chief Odom and the neighbors lifted Felicia and laid her on a mat in front of the hut. No one dared untie her yet. They waited for dawn so they could send for the herbalist. Deep in the forest, Dam Dam and the midwife spirit continued their fierce battle. Thunder struck thunder. Fire met fire. Until suddenly, Mama Emma overpowered him. She struck him down. Dam Dam fell hard to the ground, his staff rolling away. She hovered over him briefly, then disappeared into the spirit realm. Dam Dam lay there, broken and shaking. Back in Egbejo village, something strange happened. At the shrine of Okuku, a heavy rain began to fall. It washed away the dried blood Alice had used to blind the deity. As the blood washed off, a deep calm spread across the village. Not peace, but reckoning. People felt it in their chest. A quiet sorrow. A sense of guilt. Like an apology forming in the air, though no one knew who it was meant for. Alice finally reached Dam Dam's shrine. Everything felt wrong. The fire was low. The air was heavy. She saw Dam Dam lying on the ground, half paralyzed, groaning in pain. Huh! Dam Dam the Great! Alice cried. What is happening? She knelt beside him. Please help me, she begged. The calabash has been opened and broken. What will happen now? Dam Dam groaned and turned his face away. Woman, go, he said weakly. I cannot help you. You have brought doom to me. There is nothing more you can do. Go and confess your sins. Beg for forgiveness if you want to live. The madness you caused, the midwife you killed, they will haunt you. Leave my shrine and never return. Alice trembled. Confused. Helpless. She stood up slowly and began her journey back home, fear clinging to her like a shadow. By the time she returned, morning had broken. The herbalist had arrived and examined Felicia. After a long silence, he spoke. She is sleeping, he said. There is nothing wrong with her body. Untie her. She is in the spirit realm fighting battles you cannot see. Do not wake her, he warned. She must sleep as long as the gods desire. When she wakes, she will wake with her sanity. Chief Odom stared at him. You mean, when she wakes up, she will be fine? Yes, the herbalist replied. If no one interferes. Alice returned to a compound filled with villagers. Suspicious eyes followed her. Where is she coming from this early morning? They whispered. I wonder why Chief Odom still cannot see through this woman. Alice went straight into her hut. Nita rushed to her. Mommy Alice, I was worried, she said. A lot happened. Mommy Felicia fainted. The herbalist said she is in a spiritual sleep to healing. Alice's eyes sharpened. What do you mean by that? Nita explained. She will sleep until her battle is over. Then she will wake up sane. Alice's heart raced. How long? She asked sharply. I don't know, Nita replied. He didn't say. Alice turned away slowly and whispered to herself. I think this is my chance to finish what I started. To be continued.